The sign of a quadratic. There's a couple of terms that you may see. So, positive definite. That's an example of a parabola that's positive definite. Now, where it gets its name from is, it doesn't matter what value you substitute in, you're definitely going to get a positive answer. So basically your parabola is always above the x-axis. So it's always going to be positive. So how do you tell if it's positive definite? Well, first of all, it needs to be concave up. Second of all, it can have no solutions, so no real roots. So the two things combined together tell us that that will always be positive definite. Then of course we have negative definite, so a similar one, but a parabola that's always negative. So the only difference there would be it's concave down instead of concave up. But once again, the discriminant has to be less than 0 as well. Now, indefinite, it's not really a term you see that much anymore, really, because it's, well, you don't really get that much information from it. I mean, that would be indefinite. Once upon a time, we used to call it positive semi-definite. But really it's just indefinite because there is a point there it's equal to 0. So that would be A is greater than 0, discriminant's equal to 0. Of course it could be negative semi-definite. A is less than 0, discriminant's equal to 0. Mind you, it might just be one that has two solutions. Sometimes it's positive, sometimes it's negative. And that would also be a case. So really with these ones, we don't worry about the concavity, it's just discriminant is greater than or equal to 0. But it's very rare they talk about that. They're more interested about, like this, what would make this positive definite? In other words, when will it always have positive solutions only? So there's two conditions we have to check. We know that A has to be greater than 0 because it needs to be concave up. So that means K is greater than 0. But we also know the discriminant has to be less than 0. So B squared minus 4AC has to be less than 0. K squared greater than 9. K is either greater than 3, less than negative 3, but both conditions have to be met. So therefore, it's only K is greater than 3. Oh, told you that was going to be a quick one. There we go.